All right, we want to talk to you today about redefining success. What is success when you're doing macros? I mean, it's not necessarily always going to be the scale.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many NSVs, which are no scale victories, and one of my favorite ones is increased energy levels.
Yeah.
Not hitting that afternoon, like,
Crash.
Oh, I love hearing that one. Body composition changes.
Yes.
Your clothes feel better. You put on a pair of jeans today that you haven't worn in years. There is no better feeling than that, really, truly.
Not to mention, I think, the sense of accomplishment of making it through, hitting your numbers every single day.
Yes.
You can't control what number shows up on the scale. You cannot. I've had clients apologize. I'm so sorry, but yesterday the scale was down and today it's up. You don't need to apologize for, the gravity of your body weight that happened to show up on the scale that day. Right. That is going to fluctuate based on so many things. Your cycle, sodium intake, your water retention, all of those things are going to impact the scale. And what's more important is focusing on the things that you can control. I would much rather have a client say they hit 7 out of 7 days and gain 2 pounds than have a client that lost 5 pounds and didn't hit any of their numbers.
Right.
Because consistency over time, that's what's going to build you the healthy habits that are going to give you long-term success. Not getting the flu and dropping 5 pounds as a fluke. That's not going to help you with your body composition changes. I love what you said about how you talk about what you said about the scale being up 3 pounds and like people being devastated that, they were up 3 pounds.
It's something I see all the time.
Yeah.
Clients are checking in, oh my gosh, I'm up 3 pounds. And if you stop and think about it for a minute, you didn't gain 3 pounds of fat overnight. It's impossible. So just step back, think about it. It's just a number.
Yeah.
It's not, I've said this before in a video, we're not walking around with our weight on our forehead. Nobody cares what you weigh.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you when I look at your progress photos, they probably still look great. That's another one I hear all the time. I'm so bloated when the scale's up.
Yeah.
And of course, your body's holding on to water weight, but you still have those body composition changes that you've made. Your progress is not gone. You didn't gain fat overnight. And I can guarantee you, if you're just sticking to your numbers, I'm going to see the scale trend down the next week or the following week. Yes. And you're going to have still more success than the girl next to you who hit 4 of 7 or who got the flu and dropped weight this week. She's going to be back up next week.
Yeah.
So
don't worry about the scale. Worry about how hard you're working.
Right.
That to me is the most important thing, that you are working hard at something, that you're keeping your promise to yourself to follow through with the program. That means more than any number that's going to show up on the scale, and that's what's going to change your whole life. So think about, just like you would say to your kid, reward the effort, not the outcome.
Right.
So if your kid, your kid comes up to you and, he got an A, but he didn't study all week and that was just a fluke. When school gets harder, it's going to be more difficult for him. But if you had a kid that worked really, really hard and he came home with a C, I am praising the heck out of that kid because he worked hard. And that hard work is what's going to translate over to everything. So, and you're going to see more success long term if you do it the right way. You're consistent, you work hard, you reward yourself for working hard. So that's what we want for you. Anything else you want?
I was going to say, I love playing mind games with myself because I've been in your shoes. We've both been in your shoes, and we got so frustrated when the scale would be up. I would think of it as a challenge. Like, I'm going to prove that scale wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep hitting my numbers, and I know it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Which is so silly, but
and
it works
even
for
if
me.
it doesn't, I talk about this all the time. I have a client that I've worked with for over 6 months, and she is the same weight. And yet her body composition looks totally different. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the scale says. If that's like the one thing that I could drill into my client's head, it would be throw the scale in the trash can almost, because it's about how you feel. It's about meal prep. It's about being consistent. So do all those things, and that's how we want you to define your success.